You'd like to lead us in the search.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Okay, it's just us three. So. Harry B.
No, it's just 5 of us.
No, it's only week, Clint.
Oh, okay.
Right.
No, there's 5 for the executive committee,
It's 5 of
Well,
us.
there is.
and all 5 are sitting
I
here.
thought it was sit here.
Oh, you are, I can.
Oh.
Yeah, they're hiding over there.
We just
Okay, so.
chose to separate
Put
ourselves.
some distance.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, okay. Harry B.
Present.
Mike Ward's.
Yeah.
Charlie St. Clair.
Here.
Sorry.
Here, here.
Clerk's here. No more.
Do we have a motion to approve the executive minutes? 8/12/25.
How many motions there for you?
Steve, you want to second that?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I abstain. Wasn't here.
Anyway. Next thing on the agenda is the budget review, and I'd like to recognize Jeff Jacket. Yep.
Yeah, okay. I have provided you with a summary of the budget. You're here to review the status of the 2025 budget versus actual expenditures. So if you want to start with revenue, I give you a revenue sheet. You can go right through it. And since you did this last 6 weeks ago, so there's not been a lot of change since then, but I updated the sheet. So the county attorney's revenues are coming in as expected. He's got a grant. That's the big revenue that'll be received by the year end. Under county administration, there is a small surplus expected, and that's due to gun stock, which we'll hear about later. In the finance department, there is a surplus which is related to interest income. In deeds is coming in exactly as planned. The sheriff's office, we are expecting a surplus, mostly due to sheriff's fees. Corrections, we are, right now, it looks like a deficit in the revenue, which is, I believe it's just simply because we were too optimistic during budgeting. In restorative justice, there's a small deficit, which is due to the program fees. They're not collecting program fees at the rate they were.
Could the corrections deficit is, could you give us some idea how much that would be?
Yes, $9,500 in total, and you can see it's on page 2 of the revenue sheet at the top. Virtually none of their revenue is coming in as expected or hoped during the budget process, except for their miscellaneous revenue. They're expecting a surplus there. Most of their numbers are fluctuating, nothing extreme there, but I think the revenues were higher than they thought they could generate. So they're not generating.
Thank you.
Well, Health and Human Services, there's a significant surplus there from the state of New Hampshire. That's for that $5 million cap credit. Hear about that in Concord, but Belknap County got a bigger share than we typically have. And so we kind of hold our breath and hope that, because they pay us based on our numbers from 2 years ago, and then as they get actual information, they adjust it. So hopefully we keep it and don't get whacked with a decrease in the future year. But for 2025, it's great news. So the total general fund is expecting excess of revenues to the tune of $473,000. That's what it looks like today. In the nursing home, the revenues are, we're expecting a surplus also of over $500,000. Most of that is due to ProShare. We got more in ProShare than we expected, which was great news. Medicaid and also private pay residents. We happen to have a larger population of private pay residents right now, and so that's generating some excess revenue. So in total, looks like we'll have surplus revenue just over $1 million by the end of the year. If you don't want me to stop and you have any questions on revenue, we'll write.
So that $1 million, does that include the 476,000?
Yes. Yes. That's the combination of the general fund and the nursing home together.
Thank you.
Okay, expenditures. County convention, you're definitely gonna run over budget, a little, like $50, it looks like. Yeah. Just due to your, meeting fees. The county attorney's office, he did finally hire his last attorney, so all positions have been filled. The benefit plan changes from the new employees are creating a surplus of about $40,000. In county administration, there's a small surplus, about $3,000. That's due to change in personnel. Also, I noted that the cost of preserving the meeting recordings on the website has increased by $1,000. Actually, it increased 2 years ago, and we keep not getting that money added in the budget, but that's what we're spending, and we need it. Training funds will not be spent this year, but will be needed next year.
Can maybe this is not appropriate at this time, but YouTube is free.
YouTube is free, that's correct.
You could put it on YouTube and put a link.
We do that. We have it on YouTube so that it can be live streamed and it doesn't cost us anything, and it is safe there for now. But we want them on our website so we know we can keep them forever. So they're there for that reason.
They can be, yeah, you can put them on DVDs.
Yeah, we don't have to do it at all. That'd be a decision of the governing body. If they decide not to do it, we won't do it.
Okay.
Okay, covered that. County administration, small surplus. IT expenses, expecting a surplus. Partially because we were able to qualify one of our projects. We did a risk assessment as an ARC project, so that saved money out of the budget. Also, the IT coordinator was able to save a significant amount of money in our Microsoft Office expense, which you won't see until next year, but he did a good job going through all of that, eliminating accounts that we were paying for that we didn't need, and making sure we didn't have a higher level of coverage than of service than we actually need. So that will help in next year, 2026 budget.
Do you have an estimated surplus?
Yes, it is $9,809. In the finance office, surplus of $93 expected, which we're running exactly as anticipated. And registry of deeds, budget is being spent exactly as planned. There are no concerns, no surplus of $100 there. County maintenance. Right now, as of 2 days ago, we're projecting a deficit there of about, let's see here, $1,600. So not significant, but that budget has really been way up and way down all year because as maintenance things happen and things break, need to be serviced or repaired or replaced that we didn't plan on. It keeps throwing a wrench in his plans. So you'll see projects that he asked for in 2025, he's gonna ask for again in 2026, couldn't get them done this year. So we're constantly just watching that, watching fuel costs, heating fuel and electricity. And hoping we can stop having things break and maybe get through the year without a deficit. 1,600 won't be hard to make up as long as things start going well. The sheriff's office is projecting a surplus at this point due to some wages and benefit changes. Also potentially from tower rental costs. Things, I mean, as they look right now, there would be a surplus of about $30,000 there.
Deb,
Yes.
if I may. On the electricity and in general, when we're on the spent percentage,
Yes.
what would be the appropriate percentage to be at this point in time in the year?
73%.
Would be the appropriate?
Yes.
Okay,
So we are 73% through the budget. And on the electricity line, for instance, he's spent 82% of it is gone. So,
that's why I was asking. I was trying to make that judgment of where we're at as far as that is concerned. Thank you.
you're welcome. All right, corrections, this significant surplus expected there, $149,000. Although there was an overage in medical services, it's more than made up for in personnel costs, because they had a lot of vacancies. We think they are going to be filled in the next couple of weeks, but so it's good that it saved money, but medical expenses are going up.
If I may, if they fill the positions, we would still have that realization of 149, or will that decrease if they brought these people on?
It will stay the same. We're projecting that they're going to be filled in a couple of weeks.
And that number's.
And so that number will stand. If they don't fill them, which has happened plenty of times, they're not making it through the background check process of physical. If something happens and those positions are not filled, then the surplus will grow bigger.
Thank you.
Restorative justice, spending is right on track. Looks like it's possibly a $900 surplus there. Health and Human Services, on the cap rate, they adjust the state's payments in July. This year it was a decrease, or I guess we projected, I think, in the budget for a 3% increase, and it only went up 2%. So there's a surplus there, which is great, and it's a significant surplus, $114,000. The outside agencies are going to be exactly as budgeted. Debt service is going to show a little surplus. In total, between the general fund and the nursing home, about $10,000. Although the professional services fees cost more than we thought, we're paying less in interest than we thought. So that's generally good news. The total for the general fund is about $300,000 anticipated surplus at the end of the year. On to the nursing home. Nursing home administration is expected to stay within budget. The thing we watch closely there is the Belknap line item. that can easily blow this budget away. Hopefully, it's gonna come in under budget and all will be well, and then we would project a surplus of 26,000 there. Nursing home maintenance, we're projecting a surplus from electricity and heating fuel. Rehabilitation, it's looking like a deficit position there, which is from a personnel change where someone picked up a failed plan in health insurance and their predecessor didn't have any. So that's they hit to that little budget area. Dietary services is going to experience a deficit of over $120,000. That is largely because although we just turned today, we had our new dietary services company, Kira, start. Today was their first day. That's great news. But even the previous company, Glendale, has had significant problems trying to recruit staff and keep staff, which caused them to close the dining room often, caused us a lot of disruption in service. So we have a new company. They started today, and we're feeling very optimistic about that.
What do you think the deficit might be? Do you have a?
About 125,000. All right, nursing services. I think this is a bright spot. Yes, a significant surplus is expected. Because we've been able to reduce our reliance on travel nurses. So that has saved the surplus of $462,000. There's also considerable personnel and benefit changes, but that's all good news. Really carrying the whole nursing home on that alone. Laundry is going to be exactly as expected within budget with maybe $700 surplus. Housekeeping, the surplus here is expected due to all their part-time positions are vacant. Luckily, all their full-time positions are full. That's good. Okay, about a $36,000 surplus in housekeeping. Physicians in pharmacy, there is a deficit projected of about 17 or 18,000. That's due to the high cost of Medicare B reimbursable services. It's just happens to be this resident mix that we have is requiring more Medicare B services. Nursing home activities, as of today, is showing a deficit projected of about $4,000. That's due to overtime. And hairdressing, there's a surplus of 6,000. But if not work as many hours, it's a part-time position, and so it looks to me like there were fewer hours worked than what was budgeted for. So in total, the nursing home is expecting a surplus of about 400,000. And combined the general funds over 300,000. So the impact between the excess revenue and the surplus expenditures would contribute about 1.7 million to next year's fund balance. That would be very helpful to you in setting next year's budget. That is all I have for you on the share question.
So I'm looking over the outside agency stuff. So apparently CASA that we now created 3752 hasn't taken a penny.
Right, they haven't requested the money, so if we haven't automatically sent it to them. Eventually, we're gonna probably call them and say, you want your money, you need to send us an invoice.
I'm also noticing like UNH co-op extension is only at 67% and they have 75 available. Conservation district, same thing, they still got money left over, so it's. Only one that's used all the funds given is Lakes Region Mental Health, $16,000. So how many of these organizations are getting by just well with what they were given?
the way it works, they request money. They send us, basically an invoice quarterly or monthly. And so we pay it when they send it, as opposed to just sending them the whole thing up front. We pay it to them over the course of the year.
Because I'm just seeing a lot left over and a lot, like one organization didn't even take a penny yet, so it's.
Any other questions? Representative Bogart, did you have a question?
If I did, not anymore.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, I do. Do you know what the current fund balance is?
About 5.5 million,
5.3.
5.3.
And that's not including this.
No, that's not reflected in here anywhere. And just a reminder about the minutes, if you have. Do you all get a copy of the minutes in your packet?
Yeah.
So in the executive meeting, I don't think that there is other business in the executive meeting.
That I'm aware of.
And next on the agenda is public input. Is anybody in the public that would like to say something about how the budget is progressing? Going once? Twice? Looking for a motion for adjournment.
Okay. Are you not gonna do the minutes?
We did the minutes
Already did.
earlier.
Oh, did you?
We did that earlier in the meeting.
All
Yeah.
right.
They did. So I guess motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Do we have to vote?
No, you did.
No, you can say you're adjourned.
Okay, so